Edinburgh gangster Terry Scott was outed as one of the biggest drug barons in Scotland, where he controlled much of the H supply in the north of Edinburgh. Often painted with a brush as ruthless, violent, highly dangerous and egotistical, two mates Terry Scott was a willing participant when it came to avenging his mates. It was rare. Now Terry acted as the driver of the blue convertible BMW when fellow Edinburgh crime boss Sean McGovern, then 25 years old, had targeted Jamie Hyland outside the Gauntlet bar in Broomhoouse, Edinburgh. Sean had been armed with a sawn-off on the 23rd of September 2008. For that incident, both Terry and Sean had been caught due to police planting secretive recording equipment in Sean McGovern's home as part of a wider investigation for Class A, and for that incident, Terry Scott was jailed for 5 years and 7 months. He was forced to admit being the driver, but also pressing the trigger on a sawn-off in a public place. Now, prison time did little to change Terry. In fact, prison was classed as nothing more than a vacation or a college course where Terry was regularly put in the same prisons as his criminal friends. Now, Terry Scott, who counts the likes of Don Webley, Michael Wright and Mark Webley as his best friends forever, Terry had no fear of the law. Now, police says that Terry was the drug boss of a multi-million-pound H operation, so mammoth in fact that Scotland police says that Terry Scott controlled much of the H supply in the north of Edinburgh. Now, Terry created a monopoly on the H trade by getting vulnerable users hooked on the stuff and then demanding them to store the Class A in their homes for a discount or a fix or a taster. Whoever disagreed with Terry's methods or his ideology or his operation were met with broken bones or a knock on their front door in the middle of the night, followed by a stern warning, or if Terry was particularly angry, then ammo striking bricks and mortar. As part of Operation Nuclear, Terry Scott was arrested on the 27th of August 2013 as part of the major crackdown into the drug transportation on a commercial scale. Between March and July of 2013, the organised crime team had arrested Terry in Lower Granton Road. When Terry was taken to police custody for questioning, police informed Terry that they had evidence that showed that he had taken control of pretty much the whole dry law community. Police also put it to Terry that they had been in contact with much of the users that were storing Terry's gear, and those homes had been raided, and over £300,000 worth of Class A and other items had been confiscated. At Edinburgh Crown Court, Terry Scott considered the evidence against him and decided to plead guilty. Now, Terry was jailed for 6 years and 14 months for conspiracy to supply Class A and, of course, acquiring criminal property. In the aftermath, Scotland police tried to claw back £90,000 from ill-gotten gains. Instead, Terry decided to get married, spend thousands of pounds at an open bar, and also name reception tables after all the prisons he had spent time in, such as Shots. Now, police only managed to claw back £30,000 in total. Terry Scott was said to have been so influential that he had moved from Sawton Prison in Edinburgh to Castle Huntly near Dundee, which was one of the best prisons that you could go to. Terry was often allowed to enjoy days out to wash cars, and after serving 16 months, he was actually allowed out of prison having unsupervised outings. And there was no repercussions for Terry Scott linking up with his friend, fellow crime boss, Michael Wright, even though there was an order where they could not associate with known criminals. Stay safe.